Look at him. Like flies to cow pies, crawling over every drop we ever used.
We didn't have a lot of time.
A lot of time. Wrong, we don't have a little time. Look, I don't mean to be Mr. Naysay, but you really think you got a chance in hell of getting to that thing before they find it?
I don't know, but that won't stop her from trying.
Come on, Ghost. It's crazy.
Sparks, how long have you been operating on this ship?
3 years.
Then you ought to know by now. When she makes up her mind, you have one choice. You go with her, or you get the hell out of her way.
Hello, and welcome to 60-second Retro Gamer. With me.
Yeah, you lasted about 7 seconds.
With me in the studio is
Studio? What are you talking
Mr.
about? Studio?
You used to say in the studio.
In the room.
In Simon's bedroom.
No,
If we're going to be completely honest, then
stick with in the studio.
brutally honest, in Simon's boudoir is Simon.
No, that sounds worse.
obviously.
In my boudoir.
In your boudoir.
In my
And,
chambers.
Your sleeping chambers. And
My cavernous expanse of a chamber.
yes, we're getting into semantics now.
Yeah.
And also Mr. Hatton
Yes.
as well.
He is also in the chamber.
I'm sat on the bouffon.
But you're not on Kenneth.
No, Kenneth is covered with towels.
Yeah.
A bit of paper.
Oh,
I don't know what sort of image you're putting into our listeners' heads, but my word.
Oh,
truly.
Oh, look, it's Will Smith.
hey! Oh, with tits.
You mean...
We've descended
His
into
wife.
chaos with this one, and we've only been going for a few seconds.
Come on.
We're
Let's get
talking
back on
about
track.
Enter the Matrix, the tie-in
It's an
to the
original
Matrix
story.
franchise. Yeah, all right. Getting to it.
Weren't they just at the controls a
Yeah.
minute ago? Now they're jacking into
No,
the Matrix.
the jacking, yes, jacking off into
Just
the
jacking.
Matrix.
Just jacking each other into
Yeah.
the Matrix.
Plugging in.
Oh.
In the boudoir.
Yeah, you can tell we've been doing this for a bit too
Oh,
long
can this
now.
be the next podcast that goes up, please? This would be quite
no.
fun to listen to.
It will go up when it's ready.
Ah. But yeah, it's an original story, as Mr. Pratt so rudely interrupted me with. Based, I think it's during The Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah,
I believe.
it's not going to come up during the first one.
No.
This is the unnecessary extension of the story.
Yeah, which it doesn't really need.
Hence why it's unnecessary.
Yes. Shh. It's just sort of...
Now we're really getting into
Yeah,
semantics.
the only time this really ties into the film is it explains why those two were on the dual carriageway, highway,
Yeah.
should you be a Yank.
On the road.
On the road.
Autobahn.
On the Autobahn.
During the second film.
I think it's a good job this is the last one we're doing today.
I know, yeah.
It's getting silly now.
It is.
Stop that.
During the second film, and that's about it. The rest of it is just sort of, here they are, robbing a bank.
in this slightly green world.
Well, it's in the Matrix, isn't it? So it's going to be a
Yeah,
bit
but it
green.
wasn't green in the film.
It wasn't
no,
that
this
green.
is true.
It was a subtle.
A subtle
subtle
shade
tint,
of
yeah.
green. Yeah. But, no, it's not... Well, it's not terrible, but it's not exactly incredible either,
No.
unfortunately. It's sort of... You try... Do you want to say... that's one thing that pissed me off about this game, is the amount of times it asks you to save. I haven't done anything yet. There's been a cutscene. I might have possibly skipped a bit of it, and it wants me to save already. Which is sort of a little insulting, really, about the gamer's attention
Intelligence?
span. Yes,
Yeah.
and intelligence, yes.
And the way they run as well.
She runs like she's twatting herself in both eyes, really. Oh, I love this pain!
It should
Give me
really be
another.
Rain Man the game, shouldn't it? Is that a bit too cruel?
I've not seen it yet.
You've
So-
not seen Rain Man?
It's on my list.
Oh.
I haven't
Blimey.
seen Rain Man either.
It's a tough watch at times.
I know Hans
Very good.
Zimmer scored it. It was one of his first, but that's about it. Oh, is it about a...
It's
I'm going to
one
say,
of
is
those.
it about a Mongol?
He's got autism.
Yeah, but he's a genius.
He counts cards.
Oh,
Except he doesn't.
Cake,
count
shoe,
cards.
cake, shoe.
Yeah.
but yes, it's also very difficult to steer your characters. Well,
Steer.
well,
Control.
control your because they sort of run, but the controls are extraordinarily sensitive. Like you'll only have to lightly tap the stick, and they'll go whooey! Straight into a fucking wall or do a full 360. One of the
Yeah.
two.
I didn't play it, but looking at the amount of tutorials that came up on the screen for how to perform the various fighting mechanics, I'm quite glad I didn't, because
Yeah.
it looked absolutely outrageous.
There is quite a bit to try and remember. I think they tried to dumb it down with Path of Neo, but that game wasn't very good, unfortunately, either.
Yeah, I think the point of this one, because they shot loads of footage whilst making the films,
Yes, they did.
specifically for this game.
Of which the lady that Neo has to kiss in the film, the second
Monica
film.
Bellucci.
I know. This,
Why are you trying this door again?
Well, I don't know.
Why are you
I-
trying the door again?
I got a little bit lost in this level. I won't.
You
deny.
go that way,
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
I thought I had to search
Oh,
for things. I've killed a security guard.
man who was
And
doing
sort of like
nothing.
wafted my fanny over his genitalia.
You wafted your hands. Go that way, that
Sniff it.
direction.
There we go. Look. But I don't know where I'm going
Oh
now.
man! And now all
but-
the guards are going to be
But
after you.
I've lost track of where I was going with that conversation now. I had a very
They shot extra footage. Yeah.
She kisses the lady instead in the game, which is
Right.
quite nice. It's quite a tonguey kiss as well. Ooh.
Is that a live action one? Or
Yes.
Oh,
But, oh,
I think Monica Bellucci would be up for that.
I thought it was in the film, but unfortunately not.
No.
We just had Neo kissing her instead, which I don't really want to watch Keanu Reeves, to be honest. I don't think anyone
And you
does.
still sat through 3 Matrix films.
Unfortunately so, yes, 2 of which were on pirate copies, so they were really shit quality.
Oh, you've said the dreaded P word live to an audience
Yeah.
of millions.
Do you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm sure plenty of people did when they read the reviews for the last 2 films. Although saying that, Empire fucking raved about them. They gave the last
Yeah.
one 5. Oh, God!
5 for the Revolutions.
Revolutions, which was just 2.5 hours of pointless fighting and confusing dialogue.
And big globules of water.
Was there? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
the rain, yes.
Big rain.
Lots of rain.
They had to do special big
Lots
rain.
of what's
See,
his face?
if I was in the Matrix, I'd be very confused to see someone running around like that.
Yeah. Why is this woman running erratically round the room?
Power run all the way. Is there not a walk option?
Probably, but I can't remember.
And this is the polar opposite of the game based on The Punisher,
Yeah.
because there's no run option in The Punisher. There is walk at a slow and leisurely pace, or nothing.
Is it?
Oh,
That's
so
what
what are these two doing? Oh, she's caught us in the act.
In flagrante.
But yeah, it was just it's not very good. I mean, you can either play it as the bloke or the woman.
Yeah.
And,
Don't they have subtly different stories?
The woman. Well, the first level is almost exactly the same. There's
Yeah.
a little bit difference about it. When you get to the airport, that's where it sort of splits off, because she has the better level, to be honest, and she gets on the plane and fights an agent.
Yeah.
Well, she tries to. You sort of have to just defend yourself until a certain
Is
point.
it Mr. Anderson?
No, I don't think it is actually. It's
No,
one of the
'cause that's
other.
Keanu
And-
Reeves.
Ah!
Of course, I was going to say that Hugo Weaving has essentially been playing the same character ever since.
Yes.
Yeah, he just frowns an awful. He's
Even-
the master of frowning.
He got to smirk a little bit in Lord of the Rings, but apart from that,
That was creepy.
he went,
He sort of like appeared behind her again.
"Ah,
Oh,
guys,
you broken guard. But he's back to normal.
he's on the floor."
But whereas the bloke goes
Oh,
off.
I'm getting sick looking at
I
this.
know. Goes off to a different part, and he has a stereotypical helicopter boss in a video game.
Yeah.
Impossible. And I just stopped playing the game after that, because I finished her bit, but I didn't finish any more of the chap's bit, because it was just. I love how you're supposed to be able to do like a head first dive through that if you do your special Matrix move, but she just sort of clumsily jumps through the fucking glass. But you did get to fly the ship at the end though. which would and shoot the little
Yeah.
squiddy things.
I
But
think there's an overemphasis on kung fu.
there was too much emphasis on trying to make the badass moves and the bullet time or whatever from the films in this, and they didn't focus enough on like the gameplay or the.
Ironically
the
enough,
fighting or-
focus is what you used to do bullet time.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Ah! And the arrow at the top is also very confusing, pointing in which way to go, because it can often just literally point to where you need to be and not which way you've actually got to go to get to it. So you can find yourself running around in circles for
If you're
a lot
you,
of the time. Well, possibly. It may be.
I mean, you got
probably,
completely
yeah.
stuck on that first bit. I mean, it seemed quite obvious which way to go.
Looking back now, watching it, it did seem a little bit like.
It's like, where am I going?
Where the
am I
fuck's he going?
going?
What is he doing?
I don't know, but it's certainly not a man.
No, I was referring to me.
Oh, you.
Not I've killed the.
Yeah,
Security
it's
chaplain.
just not very good.
No, the music editing as well,
Yeah.
which they've just literally taken stuff from the film, is horrendous. Because it would just sort of go, "Duh, duh," and they'll just sort of like they haven't really blended the music in. They've just sort of slapped two bits together.
On
and
that
gone
note,
from
shall
there.
we
Yeah,
see
let's
if
have a
there's a bit-
listen? Yeah.
Crop
There you
scuttle!
go. There's an example there.
You smashed a window and you weren't even stood next to
Oh
it.
no! Oh, hello, 2 in 1. It's just, it's a nice attempt.
Just give me a gun.
But it's very badly executed, unfortunately. It was like, it just, like I said, it seems like they've focused more on going, let's expand the story of the films, like you said, unnecessarily.
Well, it's an unnecessary expansion of two unnecessary films.
Yeah, exactly.
Although
I mean,
saying that, in retrospect, Reloaded wasn't as bad.
no, Reloaded was mediocre. at
And they
best.
just go stupid.
Yeah, Revolutions was horrendous, but this just sort of, like I said, tries to focus more on making people go, "Oh, you can do that in the film. You can do
Yeah.
this in the film." And
I read that. Sorry, I just read that in Epic Center.
Loading
Epic
Epic
Center.
Center. Awesome. Well, the game scored on average about 70%. So
About
it's
right.
distinctly average game.
Oh, I got stuck in first person mode, staring at the floor. I love the way that she like. Oh no! Don't quit. Crawl up the fence at least first.
Yeah, crawling up the fence is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Like a little
Boom.
mouse.
She just the animation for the characters is
Not very good.
just piss poor.
Despite solid sales after the game's release, it was met with mostly tepid critical reviews.
Good word.
That's,
Good grief!
has an average mark of 62 out of 100 on Metacritic.
I mean, the only reason it sold was because of
The Matrix
the films.
It was a tie-in.
Yeah, that.
didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so did I capture any footage of the blokes level?
Um,
I'm pretty sure I did to try and.
Yeah, there it is.
there it is. Oh, it's the same level. Oh,
But from a different
I
perspective.
appear to be lost again. I don't know where I'm going.
You got a gun out as well.
it's
man.
all
Yes.
very green.
Oh, I'm in a different part. I don't know where I am here. Oh.
You landed on a security man's head.
He's down. The other,
And the other
chap
one's just
appears to
ran
have
off.
gone and disappeared. I think this is like unnecessary.
And he runs like a...
They all run like spazzes.
Yeah.
It's like they.
You're not allowed to say that.
I'm too late. I've said it.
You've
now.
gone back to the Epic Center again.
Yeah.
Loading the Epic Center.
It was like in the film they ran like that, but at least they looked at least half respectable doing it. Whereas in this, they literally just look like Mongols, for want of a better term.
And that's half of our audience switched off.
Yeah,
I
probably.
won't be listening to this again.
No.
Well, you won't... Are
You've
you technically
insulted me
listening
for
to
the
this now?
last time.
Trent Samuels.
Remember Ant when I promised I wouldn't listen to this podcast again? That's right. So you did.
I lied.
I listened to it again. Oh, killed him.
Oh, dear.
I suppose it really comes down to how much you
Like
love
the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
at
its
the time when I
sequels.
first played this, I really did like The Matrix. I didn't like the second. Well, I liked the second film was all right. The third one I hated, but I really liked the first one.
Everyone
And-
really likes the first
And
one.
I played this.
The first one is a decent story.
Yeah, the first one was amazing. I mean, I played this before I watched Reloaded, so like little bits of this was sort of like, oh, the only bit that really tied in was like, oh, it's the highway. Oh right. Is that
It's
it?
all backstory, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even backstory. It's just
Side story.
making money. That's all it is,
Yeah.
really. It's just Warner Brothers going.
Well, at least
we've
they-
got a franchise, guys.
At least they've not gone down the bog standard route of just adapting the film.
No, they could have quite.
Yeah, which
I mean,
is
look at
one.
this. I mean, you can't even shoot round corners. in it.
Gunplay terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's. I think Path of Neo tried to remake a bit of the film.
Yeah.
I think they sort of didn't.
Well, Path of
alter
Neo,
the-
by that point, the films had already been out and come and gone, I
They were
think.
well and truly out and done by that point. I mean, I think they tried to do sort of like an alternate version of it, where Neo got caught by the
Yeah.
Oh,
Leaving
no,
the
he
Epic
didn't.
Centre.
again,
No.
where he didn't get caught by the
agents.
agents
Yeah.
instead, and he did escape. But apart from that, there wasn't a great deal else in that game. Same as this one, really.
We'll do a review of it at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it's just okay. Yeah, they put. I think it's one of the most expensive video games at the time because the What's It Brothers, whatever their name was,
Wachowski.
that's the
What
fuckers.
counts, yeah.
They actually, I think they wrote and directed the game.
Yes.
Which sort of helps a bit. So they obviously, like you said, they could film bits during the filming of the two films, but it's still all that money spent on it, and you kind of wonder where the money went.
Yeah. It
Probably
just seems to be the same old stuff over and
Yeah,
over. to
I
be
mean-
honest. It's-
later levels were quite clever. Like there's a level where it has you. Well, no, it wasn't really clever. It was a bit clunky actually, thinking about it properly now. But you were running through a construction site away from a load of agents, and they just kept popping up left, right. I think it was Hugo Weaving actually.
yeah.
Thinking about it, I can't remember.
That's where the budget went.
yeah,
Hugo
Hugo
Weaving.
Weaving,
Hugo Weaving.
and filming all the live action sequences.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Which, ironically, they could have used for the budget for the film for that. But apart from that, it's just shoddy game.
Shoddy,
developing,
shoddy.
unfortunately. It's like I said, the music they haven't even tried to edit properly, or get Don Davis to do original music for it while he was perhaps scoring the film.
No.
They
So
just
it's a potch.
yeah, they just sort of shunted the music together, and that's pretty much what they've done with the kung fu shit as well. But
Yeah. I mean,
there you go.
yeah, it just seems a pretty nice idea for like a licensed tie-in game, but it's just not very well executed. I don't think.
It really isn't. Like I said, it's a good idea. It's just not done very well.
Yeah.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
I said it earlier, so I claim
Yeah.
the entire phrase.
We're all repeating each
I
other.
coined it fast.
But you can't coin a phrase that a lot of other people use anyway.
I can now.
You just have. Okay.
Yes.
And
the
glitches as well.
The guard is doing his best Michael Flatley impersonation
Yeah.
for me. Cracking.
Yeah,
And
And
just
just
a shot in the face.
he wasn't programmed to come around the corner until you moved.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You took cover and he was like, oh no.
Oh
no.
God, my feet. Let's do a dance.
I think in
Oh,
a way,
there you go. That's what I was supposed to do through the fucking window.
in a way, you could argue that it is representative of the Matrix in that he has no free will.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose.
The glitches are representative.
The glitches are representative of the last two films.
Yeah,
Not very well put together. But there
yeah,
you go.
sums it up.
What can you do?
Graphically, it's all a bit green. I think. That's,
Yeah,
Lots of green.
I never actually noticed until you pointed it out, actually,
Yeah.
how green it was. I mean, it's like, look, saving again.
Yeah.
Why does it need to ask me to save so many? It's like, I'm going to compare it now to a book my dad read, and he said it was shit because of this. The bloke tried to insult people's intelligence. There was like over 100 chapters,
Yeah.
because each chapter was about 3 pages
Is
long.
this Dan Brown?
No, someone else. Can't remember.
Because
what
Dan
his name
Brown does like 100 chapters, and some chapters are literally a paragraph.
was. Oh. No, I think this. I can't remember what this chap's name was, but he read 2 of his books, and literally the chapters were about 2-3 pages long, and he just said it felt like it was insulting his intelligence, which this does really.
Yeah.
You haven't got the attention span. You're probably going to play 5 minutes, turn it off, and do something else. When people don't want to be saving every 5 fucking minutes. I don't know what he's doing.
That
there.
was a dance move. It was like,
They're doing the funky
with the guns.
That's my guns are out of ammo move.
Yeah.
in lift your legs up in mid-air going, how do?
Doing jazz hands with guns.
Is that how he flirts with the ladies, do you reckon? Have you got Emerson off Facebook?
Hey.
Ladies.
Okay, 3 games you'd recommend.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go for God of War, actually.
God of War?
Yes, they've got that hack and slash,
Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
thrashy BT gameplay.
But a lot better.
But that's
Tomb
more
Raider.
interesting.
Yes.
Legend or Anniversary.
I'll go with
I'm more with Legend.
Legend.
There's more
Yeah.
gunplay in Legend. And apart from The Path of Neo, I can't really think of anything else. I don't know if there's anything that really
I'm trying to think of something
very
That
much
may be
like it.
appropriate.
Tomb Raider Legend. What else did we say? I've literally forgotten already.
Yeah, so Tomb Raider Legend.
God of War.
God of War, that's it.
God of War 2.
That's cheating.
You can't do that.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
I suppose
well,
with all the,
the
jumping
first-
about, yeah.
the first one.
I'll probably say Assassin's Creed 2.
Hmm.
So you can get all the story, but without having to play through the repetitive nonsense of the first game.
Thank you for coming. I've dropped my flags. Pick them up for me.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you a secret.
Eavesdrop on this man.
Again.
Climb
Repeat
to the top of this
9
tower.
times.
Oh.
Because that's all you do.
We need to review that actually at some
Yeah,
point.
we haven't gone back and done
No,
the
I
first
haven't
one.
done
It's
them.
on the list.
Oh, is it?
It's on the list.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, pardon me.
Alright.
It's like,
Well,
actually,
actually,
I-
no
I-
one's down to do it at the moment, so
I-
I don't mind taking the Assassin's Creed 1 bullet. If you don't want
I
to do it.
actually think that game could be more compared to number 1 in the repetitive respect, actually.
Yeah.
And with the jumping around as well, because there is a bit where you do have to jump around a load of buildings.
Yeah.
Very clunkily, but you do. Very reminiscent of the first bit of the first film, actually.
Yeah.
Where she's running over all the what's it?
Oh, it's finished.
Yeah, it finished about a minute or so ago.
Yeah.
I didn't capture a great deal of it because I
No,
couldn't be
got
bothered.
bored.
So let's put it this way: if you've listened to this first and not watched the review, you won't see a great deal of gameplay other than the first level,
Yeah.
from both points of view of the bloke and the woman, which are both exactly the same. So.
Bit of variation in there, but it's all very, very.
I wouldn't even really say there's a lot of variation.
Very, very
It's very, very green.
Yes.
dark.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
You've taken a long time to not say much at all.
Yes.
Yes.
We've pretty much spent
20 minutes.
20 minutes saying one thing, that this game is very dull.
Yeah.
And very hard to get
Okay.
your
I
head
would just say no more then. Thank you for listening.
around. Be quiet.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
If you want to get in touch, drop us an email, info@randomstoke.com. There is the usual information all available on randomstoke.com itself, the blog, the YouTube channel for the video review that Ant mentioned,
What was that?
the Twitter feed,
Both having a yawn.
Partridge style.
It's more of a contented sigh.
Yeah. Audio productions, everything. You finished dying?
Sorry, carry on.
Everything is on there, randomstoke.com. So,
Thank you for listening.
thank
to,
you for listening.
Simon's Boudoir.
Yes. My Shimber. Goodbye. This has been a Random Stoke production. Please visit www.randomstoke.com for more.